everybody, welcome to Letters Page, the show where we open up packages, postcards, letters, all kinds of things that you guys send us via our P.O. Box. Hey, if you want to send your own thing, check the description box down below, or quickly write down P.O. Box 1157, Denville, New Jersey, 07834. Did you get all that? All right, let's get into some stuff.
Yeah!
Moving on!
Ooh, a letter. A real letter on Letters Page.
I think you spiked our levels.
You think?
This is from Nathan in California.
You can say it's in San Diego.
All right.
They've got a zoo. That's what I know about San Diego.
They do. They feature prominently in an episode of Back Issues coming up.
Oh.
They all die. Dear Ethan, Ben, Tiffany, and Sal, hello, my name's Nathan, and if you ask me, it's about time that Ethan got listed first. Apparently we got
I don't think that's ever happened before.
How ironic that Ethan's not on this episode.
I
Anyway, I figured I should finally sit down and write you guys a letter since I have been a fan of yours for a couple of years now. Excellent. Thank you for your tenacity. The first video of yours I watched was actually an episode of Elseworlds Exchange where Sal and Joel talked about some good movie remakes and reboots.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Ah.
Ever since then, I couldn't stop watching. I watched everything I could find, including a very funny skit about seafood. Yes, it is funny. I submitted that to a movie festival one time.
Why?
We were rejected with extreme
we should have
prejudice.
submitted to any of our Christmas specials.
Yeah. I've done that covertly. We were equally rejected. And some hilarious Christmas specials. This is part of the letter where I briefly mentioned some of my favorite things about the channel. Okay, so you
Those
guys
things.
who are new, pay attention. These are some of Nathan's favorite
This is
things.
part of that note-taking.
You guys introduced me to my new favorite movie, John Carpenter's horror masterpiece, The Thing.
Yay!
Thank
I
God it's
seriously...
not the vampires.
No.
That's garbage.
I seriously can't get enough of it. It's also one of the few examples of good remakes surpassing the original film in every way.
Yes.
Agreed.
Not the 2000s remake.
Of the remake.
No, don't look at that one.
No. Which is, by the way, a prequel. The director of The Thing was forced to make a remake, but he was like, I love The Thing, though. So he tried to make it into a prequel instead.
Well, I don't care about a prequel.
You should see all the behind-the-scenes deleted stuff of all the creature effects they made.
Yeah.
Because it looks really good. And then, the producers were like, that doesn't look like the CG thing that we're all going for now in this time period. So, throw it all away and replace it with bad CG.
God damn it.
Where were you, child?
Getting me to read more Marvel, I've already been introduced to DC Comics through the various animated shows and movies, but I never really liked Marvel, mostly because they didn't have my favorite character, Batman. But then I saw some of your videos about Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and more importantly, Daredevil. Yeah, Daredevil, just basically Batman. All characters that have been now my favorites in appreciation for a cohesive universe that Marvel has now grown by leaps and bounds. Agreed. Last but not least, you guys gave me a friendly community where I could interact with people who I liked and what I liked, and if not, they could at least disagree with an intelligent and respectful way.
Yay!
Agreed.
That's what we could only hope for, and you guys always exceed our expectations.
This is true. That is an extremely rare thing on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
Especially since growing up, I never really had any friends that I liked, or that also liked comics. But now that's all changing. By sharing some of your videos, I've already gotten one of my friends to start reading and subscribing to your channel.
Wow!
I am also
Hi,
hard
friend.
at work. Yeah, hey, welcome to the show.
Nathan's friend, hey!
Good old Nathan's buddy. I'm trying to work my way into bringing my other friend into comics. Your video on non-comic book readers has been extremely helpful with this. I agree, that's a great episode. That's an Elseworlds Exchange, by the way. I know this is a long letter, so I'll wrap up by saying ComicPOP has been extremely influential in my life. Your fun personalities make even more boring comics a pleasure to hear about. You truly are not only the best comic YouTube channel, but the best channel. That's really nice.
Oh,
thank you.
you.
Eat that written link.
Yeah.
That is something you should be extremely proud of. And by the way, congratulations to Ben and Ethan on finally tying the knot.
Yeah.
It's true. That was a that was a beautiful affair.
And I can't even share that with him now that
I know. I'm sorry. Well, he's on you have to take those vacations.
Did I slide or something?
What?
Your friend in Whale's Vagina from the Whale's Vagina, Nathan. Oh, San Diego, I guess.
Sure?
That's probably a San Diego joke. P.S. Tiffany, I have run out of Doctor Strange stories to read. I've read everything you've covered on the channel. For back issues, any recommendations?
Yeah. So, look, you can go totally old school, but if you want to see something fun and ridiculous and introduce yourself to some characters we don't really see anymore, like a big green minotaur, go back to the 90s for Strange. You can find them pretty much in any dollar bin at this point, unless I've already ravaged them.
So don't come to the New Jersey area.
If you want to read something that will actually tie into what's happening right now, you can read The Doctor Is Out by Mark Waid. It's okay. I mean, it's not one of my favorites, but I think it's still pretty good. And you guys should just pick up the Mark Waid run right now. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's not the worst.
Right.
But it's kind of just retreading some old stuff that we kind of redid with Aaron. And of course, read the rest of Jason Aaron's run if you haven't had a chance. Ooh, and if you can find Into Shambhala for something a little more trippy, that one's really trippy. Really trippy. We're never gonna do that. I don't think. It's such
you want to see it? Let us know in the comments
It's such
below.
I really enjoyed that story, but that is just so like.
I know.
That's a Comic Pop After Dark kind of story.
That's
Agreed.
very DeMatteis.
Nathan also wants to know, why don't Green Arrow and Daredevil do well on the channel? And I think that's just because, like...
They're not Batman.
They're not Batman or Spider-Man.
But they're almost Batman.
But they do better than most. Like, Daredevil and Green Arrow.
Yeah.
It's interesting you should mention those two, because Green Arrow does pretty okay, because he has a show on CW that a lot of people like to watch.
That's
and if I
true.
tag it correctly, we'll do okay. I've also noticed a little bit of correlation. Like, they introduced that creepy dude in the house from Green Arrow's Resurrection from Kevin Smith. He's in the show now. But Daredevil's doing okay, and he was doing better when there was a show, but now that's over, so...
Also, it's the amount of stories that they have,
Yeah.
and the writers that they get.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, as long as they're good, and Frank Miller's Daredevil's going to do better than, like, anybody's Daredevil, so... Nathan, thank you so much for your awesome letter, and see, you don't need to just, you don't need to send a package or anything, you can just send a letter.
We like letters.
We do like letters.
I left because I thought we were...
I know, but now you can leave.
Okay. In
Merrimack.
Merrimack, Ohio.
Is that, or is that New Hampshire?
It's New Hampshire.
Never mind. Is that an NH? No
It
H?
looks like an upside-down U, so I think that's an N.
UH.
Oh, I'm first. Dear Tiffani, Sal, Ethan, and Ben. Greetings from New Hampshire.
See?
Not Ohio.
It's way overdue for me to send you a package, as I have been a fan of your channel since almost the very beginning. I stumbled across TV Little House in the late spring/early summer of 2014 with your Civil War video. I remember doing a search on the book that I could listen to while I was working full-time on the weekend, or while I was doing things around the house, and thus my addiction to your content was born.
Thank you.
At the time, I was working full-time on the weekend schedule and had just moved into our new to us home.
Cool.
Being able to listen to a group of friends discuss a long-time interest of mine was just what I needed while going through boxes, painting, cleaning after the kids, etc. Like many of your fans, your channel helped bring me back into comics later in life. In high school, I had only 1 or 2 friends who were interested in comics. After school, that number dropped to 0.
In high school and middle school.
But then the superhero movie phase swept in, and I found myself subscribing to the Marvel Unlimited service for my comic needs. That format sucked, but I enjoyed the wellspring of older comics and full runs that I could read at any time I wanted. Kids' work and other distractions pulled me away again, but now my love for them is reinvigorated, all thanks to you. I can read, I swear. My enjoyment for the medium has now been inherited by my daughter. That's
Yay.
sweet. Together, we now go to our local comic book / game store when they have events / sales. We attended our first free comic book day this past spring and are trying to plan our first convention trip next year. I had
exciting.
her start with one of my all-time favorites, Ultimate Spider-Man, and she loved the first few volumes of the new Ms. Marvel.
Yay.
After watching Tiffani cover Witches, I picked it up and it's now one of our favorites.
Ooh.
I like this girl.
Yeah.
FYI, Litchfield, New Hampshire is the next town over from us, and they have New England's largest Scream Park with many haunted attractions, and in the summer is a mini golf and go-karts. This is awesome.
Yeah, what the hell?
Great
Oh, yeah,
either
man.
way. Might be worth a trip next fall.
Comic Pop trips.
Just
Scream
saying.
parks!
Yeah, doing it.
down.
On to the package. I paid attention to your lesson regarding packaging, so I made sure to fill the empty space with things that you like. Aww.
Oh, nice.
I've also included my favorite candy bar.
Ooh.
I won't tell you what it is.
We're not going to say no to that.
One for each of you, and then one we can split.
Yeah. Which means I'll eat it.
What? That's not splitting.
Sure it is.
You're in for 2 now, dear.
This
How'd you know?
A mother can tell.
You have a glow. This candy bar would sell better if it had better branding. I agree, knowing what it is. As for comics, I've sent you a few items that I thought you would either enjoy to read or trash on endlessly.
Yay.
I like the, we don't know necessarily just yet.
No.
Okay, let's go going through it, and then I'll try to fill in the blanks as we go along.
Go for it. Yay!
That is not the favorite candy bar.
Oh, but hey, look.
This is sweet.
Milky Way Midnights. It's your Milky Way.
Midnight! This is the candy bar.
Holy shit,
Hey!
whatchamacallit?
It's a whatchamacallit. That's amazing.
Thingamabobs.
Okay, I'm gonna be
Diddly sweets.
perfectly frank with you. I don't think I've ever had a whatchamacallit.
You are gonna have fun.
Yes.
Okay, the first comic set is for GBU. I'm calling it... Oh, no, sorry. The first is... I lied. The first is a 4-part Mephisto series.
Yeah. This is Mephisto Versus.
After listening to you and Joel talk about Devils of Comics, I thought you would enjoy this. Mephisto versus Fantastic Four, X-Factor, X-Men, and Avengers. Mephisto makes a multitude of bargains to save his domain.
No more bargains!
He's the devil.
There's also earlier bargains when he actually made, like, interesting deals.
Okay, the next set is for GBU. I'm calling it Identity Crisis. Floppies of Action Comics number 685, starring Supergirl, Matrix, The Mighty Thor number 435, Eric Masterson, and Amazing Spider-Man number 434, Ricochet. These are all from my collection as a teenager in the 90s. I cannot wait to see Ben Ethan's faces at the cover of Eric Masterson Thor holding the most ridiculous gun of all time.
Yeah.
Which you just did.
Dude, I gotta tell you, like, I have maybe 5 Thor comics. This is one of them.
Yeah, but does this gun shoot hammers?
I mean,
Well,
like,
we can't even tell because it's so awesome it doesn't fit on the cover.
no more Mr. Nice God.
No more
Mr. Nice
I didn't buy it, by the way. A friend of mine, like, gave it to me, and I was like, I'm never gonna read this. I've never read it, and I'm actually excited. Now I have 2 copies, so now we can beat one up on GBU.
Awesome. Third is the 3-part mini Venom funeral pyre featuring the Punisher.
Yep.
This is a dumpster fire I leave to you to cover before the next Venom movie. I'm sorry, on many counts.
I'm sorry that we didn't get a chance to do it, but I gotta tell you this. We almost did this book 4 back issues for the Venom movie, and I skipped to do Lethal Protector. But we should do this. I think it's how many parts? 4?
3.
3?
We could do it on GBU.
I mean, we could do it on GBU, but we'd be comparing the exact same run.
Yeah, but just like, which issue's the best out of these 3?
Hey, at least it would have, like, a cohesive theme, and I would finally get a whole story on GBU.
I gotta tell you this, though. Each issue is practically the exact same issue as the last.
Aw.
Like, there's almost no differentiation between them.
I've heard Sal and Tiffany talk on the weekly poll regarding the DC comic books at Walmart. I've picked up one and included here for your viewing.
Nice.
Not trying to go cheap here. I just wasn't sure if you had a chance to pick it up. It reads like a preview book, only longer and with stories already in print. I would recommend it to new readers that don't have any comic experience. Then go to their Amazon or go to Amazon or to the local shop and pick up the continuing stories.
It's a good idea.
That's cool.
The next item is for back issues. JLA World War III. This is also from my personal collection and an arc I've never heard discussed. Please read it to find out why. No spoilers, but my 2 favorite parts are Martian Manhunter as Batman and Superman has Batman and Superman telepathically connected. Bruce removes his cowl so that Morrison and DeMatteis can... Oh no, DeMatteis is part of this. Can make sure his emotions are conveyed. It's most likely because Jean cannot read Bruce's mind through the Batman's special cowl. Thanks, Gunthar.
Yeah.
And 2, Batman programs Prometheus' helmet with the nervous and muscular systems of Stephen Hawking, then punches him.
Okay.
I just hate that guy.
No at all.
Next is the run of the End X-Men, Book 1, Dreamers and Demons. I like the art and the sprawling cast of characters. Yes, the X-Men's The End story was crazy long. This is Book 1. Maybe worth the back issues.
Yeah, there's 3 volumes.
It's Chris Claremont. That's cool.
Yeah, sometimes.
I mean, I know the name.
Yeah, no, you are right to think, oh.
I like that you would be right.
To be
in
like
normal circumstances.
Yeah, except like
This is Morrison and DeMatteis working together.
yeah. So it's like, why?
I'm not gonna look if it's a back issues.
It should be just nothing but like crazy mythology and like sorcery going on in there. Just deep dives. Next is the next story is my most favorite Batman story of all time. Mostly because it's my first superhero story. I purchased this story in a small paperback format in elementary school at a book fair. Len Wein tried to make sense of Batman's origin and history a few years before Crisis on Infinite Earths. This is my Batman origins, and like Sal, this is my Batman logo. I searched far and wide for it in floppy versions to collect. It means a great deal to me, but I want you to have it.
Thank you.
Not sure if it is back issues worthy or not due to the length and how it is all over the map. However, I leave it in your more than capable hands. Please enjoy.
I will. I have a book that has a bunch of covers, and I've always wanted this issue because it has the cover in it, and it's always captivated my imagination. So I'm really looking forward to reading it and seeing your definitive origin for Batman. I also love this logo. They need to bring it back because like they don't care about Batman's logo, so why not just do this one?
Right? The last is for Sal. Amazing Spider-Man Parallel Lives is a retelling of Spider-Man's origin through MJ marriage timetable from 3 perspectives. Peter, MJ, and Dr. Octopus.
Yep.
It's a large format, great color, and interesting storytelling made me think you might enjoy it.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, no, this is, first of all, the fact that Jerry Conway wrote it, it's like, you gotta pick it up. Secondly, it's a Marvel original graphic novel from the 80s, which we are a big fan of on this channel.
Right, that's actually my Into Shambhala comment. That's what this looks like.
It's from the same, like, run of stuff. It's really cool. I'm really excited to read this.
Sorry. It is my gift to you. It is very strange, pun intended, indeed, to find a kindred spirit on YouTube channel of all places. I admire you greatly, and I'm happy you found something you enjoy to do so much. I'm also very envious.
Well, thank you very much, sir.
And getting your daughter into comics.
That's like,
That's incredible.
Share the love.
That's epic.
In closing, thank you all again for your incredible content and amazing personalities. This channel means a great deal to me and the rest of the population. While I typically do not comment much or post in your social media venues, I'm always there reading or listening via podcast or YouTube and appreciate everything your team creates. I would be remiss not to take this time to apologize to Ben. One of the few times I commented, you replied with a hug. Then I responded gushingly that I got a hug from you. You fell silent. That's usually just because Ben has the attention span of a goldfish.
Yeah, I moved on. I apologize. But cool.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. I'm sorry to have made it weird. In all seriousness,
It's fine.
I hope that all of ComicPOP makes its way back to New England in the future for either a con, Kineticon, or PAX East, as I know you've been there a few times. And if you ever just want to spend a weekend in the mountains, in which I do not live, but will happily drive to, or enjoy the rest of what the Northeast has to offer, please reach out and I will help however I can. Your fan, Jay.
Thank you, Jay.
What a well-written and lovely letter.
Agreed. We'll definitely have to go back to the east, to the Northeast at some point.
Yeah.
We have friends in the Northeast. I mean, Ethan's from up there anyway. But
Yeah.
we can definitely. I mean, like PAX East is something we used to love going to. PAX has kind of gotten a little corporate over the years. But
Should we open one and split it and eat Ethan's?
I'm gonna just open at least what might be mine. I don't care. You guys can have some of it too. I just want to try it.
yeah, let's all just try it. Let's end this episode with all having a whatchamacallit.
What is happening in here?
Well, haven't you ever seen the commercial where like they pull it apart and like stuff's like gushes out?
I'm gonna try it.
Wait.
Why? I've never had it. You've had it.
Go for it. Yep. I love whatchamacallit.
It's like, what the hell's in this? Oh, okay. There is peanut stuff in here.
Uh-huh.
Oh. This is good.
Yeah. I'm telling you. Like,
This is good.
We'll have a whatchamacallit.
yeah.
It's like what a
Perfect.
Nestle Crisp or Crunch, whatever it is, wants to be.
Yeah.
Here's the rest.
Oh, thank you.
Please.
Very good. Thank
Well,
you. And
thank you
also,
yeah.
I was gonna say just because you, I don't know.
Oh, please.
And also, hi to your daughter.
Yes. Hello. Hopefully
Hi.
one day you'll be old enough to watch this channel.
Not only
Hey,
that,
she's
but
reading witches.
You
Yeah.
can watch this channel.
you're getting through witches, which is better than me, because that scares the heck out of me.
We want to thank both of the incredible people who wrote such lovely letters
Yeah.
and sharing a little bit of themselves with us. Really looking forward to diving into these books. And,
They seem really cool.
It's very exciting. Thank you so much for watching, and of course for contributing to this episode. To these great by the way, candy. See, that's that's a great way to ingratiate yourself with us. Not like you need to. We're nobody, but
Comics
pop.
are cool, but candy is handy.
Just like Ben.
But we want to thank you all so much for hanging out with us, and of course checking out this episode of Letters Page. We'll see you guys next time with another episode. If you want to, by the way, send us a letter, package, or candy, you can always do so by checking the description box like Tiffany said earlier, and we'll see you next time. I'm Sal.
I'm Ben.
I'm Tiffany.
So long.
Bye, guys.
You did it on purpose.